One thing that is being said, permit me to quote from the Bible that says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And that is exactly what is happening in Nigeria today. Because it seemed the problem or the troubles seem never to be ending anytime soon, because it is from one problem to another, and it is majorly caused by the leaders that are in Nigeria today, because these leaders seem not to be responsible at all. They are not even concerned about the welfare of the people. All they care about is their pockets and their personal gains. And guess what? It is now a time where Nigeria has gone from pandemic to depression. Most people are depressed because the normal meal that they can take, a 3 square meal, is no longer affordable to most families in Nigeria. Even the middle class has now dropped to, the low class. And you can imagine where the low class would be now. They would be among those in the streets. So imagine where the nation is going. How do you not expect people to now go from the pandemic that is not even over yet people are already falling into depression? Well, this and more will come to you shortly, and why most people are already falling into depression, and who are the sets that are falling into depression. More details will come to you, but please subscribe to this channel and also give this video a thumbs up. All right, guys, let us dive right into the details of this. Well, let us simply look at what a recession means first, as it says that as a difficult time, recession is simply known as a difficult time for the economy of a country when there is less trade and industrial activity than usual and more people are unemployed. To put it succinctly, recession is a vehicular expression of what is wrong with the domestic economy. Any economy will slide into recession when the government is fiscally undisciplined, when the citizens are laden with insatiable compulsive appetite for exotic foreign products and consume mostly other items not locally made or sourced, while the attitudinal disposition of the civil society is sit-down look. This economic malaise is never sudden or accidental, and like confusion, it doesn't come singly. It begins gradually until it morphs into an economic albatross that it really is. Full-blown manifest of economic go-slow of retardation. The vibrant seed of recession first birthed at the shore of Nigeria when the National Treasury had more money than the leadership could manage. No vision, no viable or feasible development plan. Therefore, nothing ventured, nothing gained. The leadership at the time made a costly remark: the problem of Nigeria is not money, but how to spend it. Thoughtful people and brilliant economists turned their attention to Nigeria, a naive nation with stupendous wealth. Afterwards, the real trouble started when Nigeria began to take every conceivable loan at the international finance market. Unfortunately, those loans were never used to execute developmental projects for which they were originally intended, and where projects were done at all, they are hazardly executed and with additional cost to boot. It dawned on the elites that the milky era of overflowing surplus has come, and the new song and dance in towns was Ma Jaye ni oni mi o meyin, and so on and so forth. Well, I do not know about tomorrow. In words, recession in Nigeria is a plague that its origin, our current and historical irresponsibility management of our national economy. The indiscipline mentioned earlier represents the floodgates of corruption and perpetual underdevelopment. We are told by the government that the worst recession in 33 years afflicted Nigeria for the second time in 5 years, courtesy of COVID-19 pandemic and EndSARS. Well, what government of the day has not told Nigerians is that recession also has to do with appointments, bloated government, official profligacy, and politics of entitlement. But COVID-19, EndSARS, even oil glut as its causative agent aside, what efforts have we made to prepare for the raining day? Where is the money the country made prior to the pandemic? In specific terms, what happened to the last budget? What has happened and where are the results of government initiatives, especially in agriculture? If Nigeria's borders were shut to encourage local production of rice, isn't it time we reviewed a policy that has made more Nigerians embrace suicide as an option, even as satisfying basic needs has become a distant dream? Once upon a time in Nigeria, we had oil boom and we had oil reserves. Ibrahim Babangida came only to squander the resources that were enough to transform Nigeria into the El Dorado. Not only did the evil genius institutionalize corruption, he also demonstrated how subversive generosity could work wonders in a country overwhelmed by an intimidating percentage of poor people. Unfortunately, no Nigerian leader has been able to deal with that till date. As fate would have it, Olusegun Obasanjo also came, and it was as if he was destined to ignore wise counsels against all entreaties. To the contrary, even the interjection of the British monarch Balogun Owu entered Nigeria into the Guinness Book of Records when he paid $12 billion to liquidate Nigeria's debt. What if he had used the proceeds from the boom arising from the Gulf War to give Nigerians uninterrupted power supply? If we may ask, who oversees the Nigerian economy and what are the viable alternative options or countermeasures against this recession? Or are we asking too many questions? The gist is, not many cabinet ministers are square pegs in square holes. After all, when President Muhammadu Buhari's appointees get to the Senate, it's no longer a question of whether the guy is competent or not. Instead, it is where he comes from and those who have actually done the underground work for him on its part. The Senate, in its wisdom, will just ask the nominee to simply take a bow and go. So when trouble comes, what will the appointee do? In a British economy subtitle today, we are told that there are about 4 or 5 other economic paradigms waiting to be applied. Britain will stop the operating but ineffective paradigm and introduce a new one to ensure that her people do not suffer unjustly. In other words, they are experts whose job it is to monitor the economy with a view to ascertaining whether or not the existing paradigm is still suitable. But it is always a different ball game in Nigeria. Whoever is the Minister of Finance only has to go to his or her village and with deadly seriousness dance shaku shaku with his or her kinsmen so that they can know that he or she is now the finance minister. But is that what we need? Now that we have a recession, what are the Minister of Finance plan to get us out of this avoidable pass? Let's face it, until we have fiscal discipline, accountability, and restructuring, which will reflect true federalism, Nigeria will remain a drunken spendthrift with the current structure. Even if Osun State wants to generate electricity with its natural waterfall, the federal government would stop at nothing to generate impediments against it. Osun has gold, but as things stand, the state must obtain permission from the center to do anything meaningful with the natural resources. Laughable and ridiculous as it may sound, a warning has gone to the South-South not to join in being called an oil-producing region because oil belongs to the North. It is that bad. Well, my people, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this little piece. And what can you add to this? Drop it in the comment section. We want to hear from you. And don't forget to also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.